Hi guys, so today I am going to be talking about anxiety, and as you know it was one of the main symptoms that I went through, and I'm going to be doing a series of IGTVs on menopause symptoms. Just thought it could be a lot easier than if you're not feeling that good and a bit foggy brain, that you might just want to watch me instead of actually reading symptoms and reading what to do. So the first one I'm going to talk about today is anxiety. So anxiety for me was the one that floored me. I mean, it turned my life upside down. I didn't leave my house for 3 months. I couldn't really cope. It depleted me socially. I couldn't even look at somebody in the face. I couldn't even walk around the corner to go to the shop. I mean, I really suffered badly with it. I ended up being put on antidepressants, which was supposed to be for anti-anxiety medication, but it didn't really help. I thought it sort of helped, but I was on that for them for quite a couple of years. I do know that you do need to go and get your hormones checked, because the hormone balance, the estrogen, and really does help when you get your hormones balanced again. It can really help with the anxiety. But even that, I still had bad days, guys. It didn't just go boom and when. I mean, I would have maybe like a week, and then maybe I would have one really bad days. I mean, my life for 5 years was all over the place. I would commit to going to dinners. I would commit to going to lunches. And at some points, I would just let so many friends down. I didn't think I would ever get invited to anything again. I mean, I was just like, you know, I'd say, yes, I'm coming to lunch, yes, I'm coming to dinner, and then that was it. I would just be like, on the day, the anxiety was just full on. I mean, sometimes I would even dry retch. It was that bad, you know, physically, mentally. I just would worry. Whatever it was, I'd be worrying about it, and I just couldn't even think of even getting dressed or getting my hair or makeup done, or even going out with my best friends. So my life became very small. I became very isolated. I felt very invisible. I felt very lonely, even though I was in my world with my family and everything is going on as normal. But in my head and within my anxiety, my life was like this. I felt like I was in a prison. So that's why, to me, and the menopause and the anxiety is the reason why I started Megsmenopause, because it was the one that really floored me, as I keep saying. It ruined my life, really. I got to say that. I mean, I couldn't have thought of going on holiday. The thought of everything was overwhelming. And this whole overwhelming thing, I just thought was, you know, I didn't know that anyone else had this. I thought this was just me. So that's why I came out and started talking about it, and now I know that lots of women have this. I mean, not lots, millions of women are suffering with this. So that's why I wanted to get out there and talk about it and know that you're not alone. And it does feel good to talk about it and share about it, because I tried to cover it up, but then as soon as I started talking about it and explaining it to my partners and to my daughter and to people I work with, that, you know, I'm suffering from anxiety. Anxiety, people don't really even understand sort of what it means. They just think, are you worried? Are you feeling like this? They don't understand that I felt like I was like a rabbit in front of the headlights. That's how I felt I looked. Even though I looked normal, no one actually could ever tell that the anxiety and the feeling what was going on inside. So that's also another reason why I looked completely normal on the outside, but really what was going on inside was truly horrific. So for me, there's a couple of things that you can do to help with this. Number 2, of course, get on HRT, or hormone replacement therapy, whatever way you choose. You can do HRT, which is what I do, or bioidenticals, or you can do it with foods, or whatever you want to do. It's not for me to say, but I would say do HRT. Then I would say the normal things that you might not know. Number 1, cut out caffeine. Anything that's going to be a stimulant, anything that is a stimulant in your body, I would cut out. So, if you have drinking lots of coffee, stop that. Even chocolate has got caffeine in, just so you know. Dark chocolate is quite a stimulant, it's full of caffeine as well. That I didn't know. The other thing is peaceful time. Try to slow down that head of yours, slow down that head space. It's really important for us to do that. So there are different apps that you can get. There's one called Headspace, which I think is the most famous one. There's another one called Calm. Some of them be careful of, because you sign up for them, they'll give you a free month, and before you know it, it could be $9.99. Really do check, and then before you know it, you are paying a lot of money per month, because I've, been stitched up a few times. So remember that when they say they're giving you a free month, do remember, because then before you know it, you might be paying £20 a month. You just don't know. So always remember, write it down if you've got your free month and try it out, and remember, put it in your notes or set an alarm that you know that you can come off that day, because before you know it, you'll be paying for a year of something. Also, YouTube is great. There's lots of meditations and affirmations. I just go on there and I pick one and I do it like it says. Affirmations to make you feel good today. Things to think about yourself today. Why living is great. Why life is great. These things, they do work. I mean, you think they're all hippy dippy, shitty dippy, but they work. It's really important. Now, meditation, I find really, really hard to do. So there is such a thing, as I've discovered, called Zen swings, which as I get up in the morning, I do them. I put on some really good vibration music on YouTube, which I usually do heart vibration or love vibration. As we know, there's vibration in this music which vibrates through the body, and it makes you also feel good. Or even put your headphones in and put your favourite dance track on. I don't know, Giant or whatever it is, with anyone knowing. Just if you're up early, put it on full blast, put your earplugs in and dance around a nutter, like round the kitchen. That also makes me feel great. Just get up there and just do all this and get the body moving. Feel good. Then the other thing is, as I said, the Zen swings. I got this off, he's called on Instagram, the Certified Health Nut from LA. And he does these swings. So you just swing like this, and it basically gets everything moving. He'll explain, I don't know all the technical names of what the different things are, that you're moving, and what it gets these adrenals moving, and whatever it does moving is really good. So I'm going to finish up there, because I think I've told you a lot for now, and I don't want to overload your brain, especially if you're feeling foggy. So I just want to say, Mennos, thank you for listening, and I'll be coming back with lots more advice.